So today it will be a very interesting topic to learn from our president.
Do you hear me? Okay.
We can hear you, yeah.
My name is Antonio Campagnoli, and I would like to introduce myself first and also the federation. I'm from Italy. I part of FIABCI from 25 years. And I suggest to close the microphone because sometimes it come back. Thank you, Mr. Sopon, to invite me to organize this event. And I would like to introduce myself and after the federation. I'm from Italy. I'm a member of FIABCI since the end of the 90s. I started from young member till I'm actually the world president. How are you? Today, the federation is present in 83 countries and count more than 100 principal members. The federation is a federation, is not an association. So basically, if you never come in a general assembly that we keep twice per year, you see our chapters and our principal member participating. Every chapter, every principal member has a vote in the General Assembly. And this give you an idea of the global perspective of our view. The board is composed by more than 20 people. Each of us come from different countries. We don't have a kind of a common continent where we come. We are very much differentiated. I'm from Europe. The past president was from Asia. Then the next will be from Asia again, and after for US. Usually we turn every continent as a world president. As we turn about the World Congress. The next World Congress will be in Vienna in June 2026. And just to give you an idea of the connection that our chapter can have, we just had the Congress in Nigeria last June. The Ministry of Defense and the past Vice President of the country opened the ceremony. And this is the case of all our events, official events. So, and also another institutional role that we have is in the United Nations. We are the sole federation which is represented in UN. I keep speaking. I hope you will listen to me because I don't have any feedback. Yeah, but
I can listen to. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. Most of the members sometimes ask me, what are the benefits to be part of FIABCI? And I tell you what is my opinion. I really much benefit in all my life to be part of FIABCI. I'm a member of several associations. I'm a RICS, I'm a Prasal Institute, SOR, SCRE. So I'm very much involved in the association. And I love all of them. But FIABCI is the only umbrella federation which gathering different professions. So we gather brokers, manager, investors and developer, and consultants. In the consultant basket, we have the valuers, the lawyers, the architect. So it's a very mixed participation. And I think is the unique federation that has events around the world. We have about 4 direct events, but about 50 events where we are participating. Every week we have an event. I just know I did not went, but in Malaysia there was 3 events last month. There was one in South America next week. So the federation is present worldwide, and I've been in Taiwan at the end of July. Was a fantastic event. Mr. Sopon was there. There were 60 attendees, more than 200 awards, a lot of politicians, a lot of press. So FIABCI is a federation that is very institutional. And we will have also some, and this is not something that they go against to make business each other's. We very much wanted that our member, our principal member, our sponsor are involved in matchmaking. We are so interested that in September we organize in Rome a trade mission where we also have organized a B2 match platform powered by the artificial intelligence, where we put together different interests. We divide in 6 or 5 big area where you can be interested, and we have 4 people more the artificial intelligence that try to match and make something happen. And I tell you already, we have something that is going on, because the platform start to work before the event and after the event. It's very important to understand that the event is important because you need to meet, but you need to keep the relationship with the other members before and after. And also it's important that FIABCI is open also to not a member, obviously with a different price and a different opportunity, but also can give our member a huge opportunity to bring inside, for example, company. If you know company that want to participate in a global market, they can follow you in a different market where we have exhibition, we have events, where we can promote the products they sell or the services they sell, or we can try to match with different also institution. For example, in Rome next month will be part of the state involved in real estate, the Italian state. We will be there, so there will be there the main funds owned by the state. There will be there a bank owned by the state that provide money to make business outside Italy. The insurance owned by the state that provide a guarantee to make development investments outside Italy. So there will be the Chamber of Commerce, and maybe also we will involve the Chamber of Commerce of Panama, where we will have the next event, the Global Leadership Summit in December, to have a relationship between one event to another. It's very important to understand that we are a global community, and we can connect people from event to another in order they always promote what they do. I give you an example. FIABCI has been always present at MIPIM. Maybe in Asia is not so strong, but there is also MIPIM Asia. but in Europe quite strong. To enter at MIPIM is just the full price is 3,000 something euro. We have a discount, but more of all, we have a booth, a huge booth where we can have also events. We have a conference hall. When we make conference, we can organize events, press release, and that is something that help the federation grow, but also the business grow. What I suggest to you to not be passive. If you think about that the international investor, the international relationship just come for your participation in FIABCI, you can be lucky. And that's happened. But usually it happens when you are active, when you look for it, when you move it, when you organize an event, when you organize a conference, when you put together ideas, fact, act. So one of the items we will deal is the promotion of cities. For example, in Rome, we will promote the new capital of Indonesia, but we will promote also cities of Italy, of Panama, of Ukraine. And maybe we already make an agreement between two of these villages to promote each other's. One of is still not official, but maybe one of the Ukrainian village, Irpin, will sign an agreement with another villages in Italy to promote the tourists, each other's. One is from Sicily, one from close to Kiev. And this make why you say, what is my business? The business is to create interest in, for example, the reconstruction of Ukraine. FIABCI is very involved in the reconstruction of Ukraine. We never left Ukraine alone. We be there last year 2-3 times, events in 6-7 municipality, university, museum. Other table, the private partnership agreements. We will invite people that are involved in build, manage school, sport centers, and everything connected with the public and private. And this scheme, first of all, is a project financing. So basically, you pay the investment with the revenue of the management of what you have done. So if you make a swimming pool, you have a sports center, you make a school, you will have some return and you pay back the investments. So we will have players that are involved worldwide in this kind of scheme. And they can invest in different countries with different players. Another table is Protec. Protec is fantastic because it's very growing, and FIABCI is gathering. For example, there will be the biggest crowdfunding from Holland, the biggest crowdfunding from Italy, 4 platforms giving services, special services on internet. So we will have companies that are connected with real estate. And basically, you need to know how to use them. I tell you an example that is very, some years ago, I've been asked to make a sale-leaseback. And basically, there are some property. The tenant, he was a very good rating tenant and stuff. We make a bond. We finance the bond with the crowdfunding. We make the structure with the SPV. We bought the property. We kept the property for several years. 10 was the terms. So we use the Protec to make something that usually do with funds. That is the sale and lease back. So what is FIABCI? If FIABCI is making people thinking to use different instruments and to think about out of the main way. Another table is the investors. We have a lot of investors that are looking for assets in different country, in a different sector of the real estate. For example, one of the investors has invested 80 billion of euro in non-performing loan in several countries, Spain, Italy, Greece, and they run about 40,000 auction per year, which involve like everybody, investors, banks, appraiser, architect. So this kind of investor raise money in the market, put money in the real estate in a different level, and are basically the gasoline of many projects. Another table will be on the hotels and leisure. This is also a very important asset class for many countries from Asia. And I see in the agenda already there are some meetings between a chain of hotels. One of the visits on the 12th will be on 5-star hotel made by Zaha Hadid. Zaha Hadid will be present. He's one of the global architecture firm, 800 million of euro of revenue is global. FIABCI is global, deal with global architecture firm. They love to work with us and we love to work with them. So I give you some example of what FIABCI in practical can give you and how you can benefit from FIABCI. Another big example is institutional. I've been in at high-level commissioner forum in UN last month in New York. Maybe you don't know, but each state member, so every state in the world, is invited to submit a voluntary national report regarding how the ESG goals are followed and applied in each own countries. To do like this, to make the report, you must, this is the must, involve the civil society. The civil society include a real estate company, a real estate association. So what we are doing is helping our principal member to get in touch with the local government to participate in what we call VNR, Voluntary National Report. You find them on the UN website. Is something that is relevant? Yes, very much, because basically the VNR deal with many stuff, chemical, waste stuff, but the real estate can be influenced by the principal member involving FIABCI. And FIABCI is the sole representative of the real estate sector in the UN. So very much we are happy to help the principal member to link with their own member state to present the voluntary national report to UN. So this is another example of how FIABCI can be useful also to the principal member. And so basically FIABCI is a global network where you can find a global exposure, a global press, a global events, a global market. It's quite unique. Most of the events, most of the newspaper, website, deal with the local market. They deal with US market, with French market, with India market. They usually focus on this market. FIABCI is able to help people that want to go international to deal with the international market. So to be in contact in the first day of in one day when you go in Bulgaria, for example, to meet the relevant representative of real estate society, relevant representative of the governments in the real estate. So in few steps, you are in contact with the local relevant people. And this makes the business very much easier and faster. So FIABCI is a connector, very strong, help the connection. We make bridge. And I tell you, this is a moment where the bridges are very important. As you see, the war is very big, and there is also sometimes some friction between the states. And FIABCI tried to be not political, not religious. So it's tried to be a place where friendship and economic reasons united our members, our principal member, our event, and we promote a global peace. Another big relevance alliance we have is with the Cover Bonds Bank and the Worldwide Association of Green Loans Banks. They gather almost 3,000 banks providing green finance. Why we are making a global agreement with them? Because FIABCI is the real estate part of a strategy that is the green plan of European Union, but is of also United Nations, of United States, is global, to make the global environmental more stable and more sustainable. In order to do this, the finance, according in Europe, we call taxonomy standards, will follow the investments which are in line with the limits provided by the taxonomy. Some limits are connected with technical stuff and not only economic stuff. In this case, the alliance is very strong. Our builder started to build a new construction according new standards that will have a benefit also in the financial market when they call for mortgages, etc. One of our main sponsors, for example, Harley Dickinson, has make his own business in promoting the middle class to have access to finance and funding from the states to greening the buildings where they live. And on top of that, the finance was directed to improve the life of the dwellings of the I don't call poor people, I call middle class. So, for example, they finance what is the activities on the square of this kind of neighbors, where people look for services that can benefit the life of living that neighbors, and also reduce, for example, one of the main negative part of the big cities that is the loneliness. People feel lonely in the big cities because they don't speak each other, they don't connect, much less than when they was living in the countryside. So FIABCI make all of this happen. Make people connect globally, make state connect, make UN able to connect with the local association, the local association to be connected through their own member state to the UN. So FIABCI is a connector, basically. It's very important that each of you understand that participate in the life of FIABCI is very important. In the local life of the chapter, in the regional life of FIABCI, we have regional chapter Asia, Americas, Europe, Africa. It's very important to help the network also in the regional level. And I invite you very much to be more involved in FIABCI. The more you are involved, the more you have benefit. So that is the equivalence. If you don't do anything and just pay the dues, maybe it's not the best strategy to benefit deeply from your membership. Thank you very much. I hope to have make me understandable. And if you have any questions or also critics or suggestions, I'm open.
Yeah, thank you, my great world president. Can you hear me now, sir?
Very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anyone hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
So first, allow me to introduce my great world president again, Mr. Antonio Campagnoli is a global recognized lawyer, and also in Milan, and also in strategic advisor for more than 20 years. And also he graduated from the University of Milan, really famous, and also from Berkeley in USA as well. And he is a founding partner in IL Punto COFAC. Sorry if I do not pronounce properly. IL Punto COFAC International. This is a company that valuing over 5 billion euro in asset valuation. And our president also teach in a university in law and real estate finance in many universities. And he has been our FIABCI member since 1999, even before me, even if he is younger than me. And as he said, he's also a member of Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyor and FRICS, MRICS, and also SIOR from the Appraisal Institute in Chicago in USA as well. And Mr. President, maybe you can kindly tell us about your business. What are you doing right now in your business, in real estate business? Apart from teaching in the university, apart from many other things, what is your major business in real estate, sir?
My business is I come from a family that basically is almost 2 generations that are inside the business, and part of the family is an investment funds. So basically we invest in New York, Swiss, Italy. But my part is basically the services. We have 2 company, actually 3, but 2 with the same name. One is an advisory company. We have inside architect, engineer, and bookkeepers, and we basically make valuation and due diligence of fixed assets. So including also the plant and machinery. In this company, we assist also the development of the business of some of our clients. So basically, we provide assistance from the beginning, from the finance of the project to the following all the steps of the construction, till also the exit from the investments. Our clients. So we help the clients to have a structure of lawyers, engineer, architect, bookkeepers, which are not employee of the investors, but we can provide them when they need it. I also another brand is a law firm made by some lawyers that they usually deal with finance. We make securitization and funds. Why that? Because basically the two work are very similar. To make buildings, you need money. Where you find the money? In the finance sector. So we build vehicles to finance the structure of to invest in the real estate. So we make, I don't know how much you're familiar in the securitization, but you basically can buy credits, for example, in the non-performing loan sector, backed by mortgages. And when you buy them, at the end of the day, you buy also the asset. You can deal with the backed asset. On the other side, for example, we make several years ago funds of credit, and we finance, for example, the builders, and we take guarantees and follow the product when they build, and is technically not a bank, but is a funds that provide duly licensed finance. In last but not least, is almost 20 years that I cooperate with the biggest real estate transactional insurance. So what in US is called title insurance, in Europe is real estate transaction insurance. We do basically follow about 5 million euro of premium per year, and we do the advisory of the underwriting. So we decide if to give the green light to the underwriter or not to take the risk. And what we basically provide some guarantee for the investor that the title, the permit, and the encumbrances are those that they want to have. So the risk that they want to take is exactly what they want. Sometimes you don't want to take any risk. The title insurance, we call good title, is something say, what happened, everything happened, maybe you don't even know, we take the risk. In other occasion is a specific risk title, is meaning that the due diligence underlies one risk, we judge the risk, we can take also risk, for example, even, not always, but even a court case risk. There is a court case that can detriment your investment. If you lose the court case, the insurance pays. If you win the court case, you lose the premium. I mean, it's like in the life, you cannot win twice. You can win only one. But you balance the risk. You put a certain point of money, not less and more, not more, to your business plan to balance that risk, because the business plan can be destroyed if some risk appears without a limit. You can hedge the risk when you have a quantity, limits, and a number. We transform the uncertainty in a certain number, a premium.
I see. You have been done a lot of things, but one thing I recognize is that you also help provide funds for real estate projects in our region, Asian region. We need a lot of funds for developing our real estate projects. Maybe our colleagues from our Asian region may need your service on providing funds for that. So another thing is real estate. Your vision on real estate in worldwide real estate. Someone said that it may be going up some may perceive that it may be moving down or something. So what is your view about the international real estate market right now? What direction will it go in the future? Maybe you can share us your view, your perspective on
I
international
give
real
you
estate.
my view, but is not a view of the FIABCI. Yeah? So that is not linked to what
Professional
FIABCI thinks.
views. Yeah.
Yeah, professional view. My point of view is that real estate, in a strict sense, will be less important in future than the managing of it. So basically, different evolution of the real estate. The capability of the people to use the real estate in a mixed way. So basically, when I was starting the job, there was office, retail, residential, leisure. You are blonde, black, yellow, purple, very clear. Today is not like this. What is this? In the morning is the office, in the afternoon is the residential, and the midday is a restaurant. Can be. The functionality, also the scope of selling the product is changed so much that can be. You can have a place where you store the Amazon, take a part of your building to store product, so become a logistic part of the last mile. You can have inside your building a place where people meet, even not residents can meet. You can have a part of the building where people have residential as well as office. You can have a bar, a restaurant, when people go to work using their Wi-Fi. So today, the life is a little bit more complicated than in the past. To my point of view, is very important the capability to manage the building. So the valuation of the revenue of the building change not only about the quality of the building, but the knowledge of the specific manager of that asset. So if you give to me to manage a sport aquatic centers, maybe I'm not the best. And basically, you need to understand that there are specific companies that deal with specific asset. And this know-how is start to be a key connected with that kind of property. So that property must have a manager capable to run the building in the best way. And that make a little bit different the war. I mean, I know very well also the classical ownership of you buy a building and you rent it. You want to have the income. You don't want to deal with the problem of the tenant. You don't want to speak with them and stuff. Today, the new approach is totally different. You need to be involved with the tenant and maybe to provide them services that in the past was not even linked to the ownership. You can provide them a card to have a discount. You can provide services to connect with between them. You can provide services to rent their apartment. You can provide services to have, for example, funding from the states that otherwise they don't have. So it's not anymore collected the revenue.
Thank you very much. So your view is, I think, similar to the view of the professor from Oxford University who teach in our class for the FIABCI new certificate on the complexity of the mixed uses and there's some new conformity of the properties in the future. And another thing is you also a valuer like me. So what is your view about the valuation profession in the future? This is a very also worry about many valuers in our region. In our region, we will have the Pacific Rim, Pan-Pacific Real Estate Congress on valuers,
When?
appraiser, and counselors. This will be headed by our Professor Lim Lan Yuan in October. He will organize this congress. But for the valuers, what is your view about the future of valuation profession? Kindly tell us, please.
Actually, I'm also Secretary General of a local association of valuers. I be
Oh,
involved
I see.
in Tetegova, in Appraisal Institute, I'm
Tekova,
RSS.
yes.
So I wrote also a book almost 20 years ago about the standards, who's pump, EVS, IVS, and a global standard. And so
I
my
see.
point of view, you want to be sincere or want to be politician? So
Yeah, sincere, please. No worry.
it's a difficult time.
Yeah,
Because
difficult time.
difficult time.
Yeah.
If we don't take risk, we maybe are out of the market.
Wow. Yes.
Because the computer and the data are very strong. And when the learning machines start to analyze them, and basically there is no any really deep investigation that can come from the expertise of the expert, and you basically just report what the machine can report, the price of the valuation drop down.
Yeah.
Just
The
in
fee is
Italy,
dropped.
the market is in the hand of 3-4 company,
Oh, I see.
where they value about 500, 600 property per day.
Oh,
And the valuers, I tell you, basically, maybe not a nice things. Become a photographer.
I see. Unfortunately,
A nice photographer.
I see.
What are my suggestions is to focusing in difficult valuation, where the numbers are not ready to be, and where the responsibility is still there. So if you have value, why to put the railway in this logistics center, and why not? How much costs the railway or not? They are ready to pay you very well, and they are ready to listen you. The artificial intelligence is not useful because there is no many railways around the countries to enter, so there is no a data that can help.
See.
And basically, your contribute is high value. So, and the other two important suggestion is to make group of work with different expertise. The single valuers is old approach. You need to put together people that speak a different, because if you want to deal with a difficult valuation, you need to make a team. It's not necessary to make a team that is always working together, but to be ready to propose a services that is a little bit more complex than simply give the valuer. And so that is my, and is why also in my little experience, I always try to put technical, economics, and legal.
Let's see.
Bearing in mind that in US, the evaluation is more economics, in Europe is more technical, and the legal is always a something that it does not usually fit, because usually you make the assumption. I assume that the permit is correct. I assume that you can sell this because it's licensed for make offices. Less you assume and more you take risk and more your paper, just a paper with some ink on, some writing, has a value. So that is my suggestion.
I see. So now our Professor Lim Lan.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, your policy on real estate. I mean, your policy on FIABCI, because FIABCI has already 74 years already, and also more than 70 countries as FIABCI chapters, and more than 200 organizations related to real estate. So this year of your presidency, what is your policy on FIABCI International? Maybe you can kindly tell us about this, please.
I
Can you hear me now? Hello. Can you hear me now? Where are you now? Are you still in here? Maybe what happened? Let me check. Okay. Are there any values here? Why I cannot hear anything. What happened? Anyone hear me? Oh.
Yes, I can hear you, Sopon, Dr. Sopon.
So, Mr. Rusmin Lawin, our president of Asia Pacific, and is our world president still here?
So I hear you also.
You are here. Okay. I see.
I think he's not here.
He's not here. Okay. Maybe there's some thing wrong. So when he says something about the bright future of valuation, not bright, but the very bright future of valuation.
Yeah.
Any ideas? What do you think? What should we do, Mr. Rusmin, and any other one? Do you have any comments on this? Now, Mr. Yes.
Dr. Sopon, I just want to remind that during the President's Antonio World President explanation about FIABCI,
Yes.
he forget to mention about FIABCI Pre-Excellence, where our President of Pre-Excellence is here, Laszlo. Let's Laszlo explain what is Pre-Excellence award for the audience, okay? Laszlo,
Yeah,
please.
but yes, our world president is here already. So
Okay,
our
okay,
world
okay.
president,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So I asked you, Mr. President, about your policy or your vision on how to develop our FIABCI for this year. Maybe you can kindly tell us about this, please.
Very simple. I don't want to change anything. That is usually the president want to change. No, I want to improve. FIABCI is a great federation.
Yeah.
The main goals I have that headquarter is reach as the branch. So I don't want to change anything, but I would like that the investors feel connected with the FIABCI Paris as well as, if they want, if they need, if they already connect, with the chapter. So it's not a change of anything. I just want a communication most between sponsor. I feel very much that FIABCI is very strong, especially local. And I would like that the balance of FIABCI headquarter is comparable with the huge balance of the FIABCI chapters. So that's the goals. is to bring a little bit more resources up, not because I wanted that the chapter are poor. Actually, I want they grow up, but I wanted to promote a global action of networking.
I see.
So basically, I born in FIABCI. I come up from when I was young. I love FIABCI. I know very much as I've been president of the chapter for 8 years, second chair of 8 years. So I'm very also coming from the chapters. So I see it's like a big state. We have a lot of province. The province are very independent. For me, it's very important that the capital, the headquarter, is able to serve better the province if has resources. And the resources has to come out from not the family of FIABCI, but outside.
I see.
So for my focus point is to find a sponsor which deem useful to be part of this kind of activities that we do worldwide.
I see. Thank you.
That is the main goal. So I don't want to change anything. I just want to make FIABCI a quarter stronger economically, balancing the local chapters.
Great. So maybe it is a time for us to open to our participants to be here. Now we have around almost 70 participants. So anyone would like to ask anything about FIABCI, about real estate or valuation to our world president, you may kindly ask or you may kindly share your idea. Mr. Rusmin, you say something before. Maybe you would like to say something. Anyone can come, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. World President, let me give some input, but does the World President forget to explain about FIABCI Pre-Excellence Award, Mr. President?
Yes, please. Mr. President, our FIABCI Pre-Excellence Awards.
Thank you very much. Maybe not all of you knows, but FIABCI organize about 30 pre-excellence around the chapter. So basically what happened? In the local market, you call for the main and best project which has been realized successfully, like develop. You making events where make you an awards, like a kind of a premium for them, and you recognize them as the best and the most successful local construction. We have also once per year a global pre-excellence that gather all the best development that has been awarded on the local level. Can also be, if there is not a local level award, that you can go directly to the world pre-excellence. But this make thank you, Rasmin, to mention the pre-excellence. The pre-excellence is a unique tool of FIABCI. There is no any similar pre around the world. There are many pre-local, but none of the pre is like FIABCI pre-excellence that is local and global in the same times. And this can also be useful for find a company, especially product of, for example, electronics. Today, the housing is not only bricks, is all domotics, solar panel, tails. So all the product of the house can be sponsored by construction builders that can follow us. So this is something that will make FIABCI very global, very interesting for production company that are connected with the development of the real estate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, can I?
Yes, please.
So, Laszlo Gönci from Hungary. I'm the president of the Pre-Excellence Committee, and I wanted to speak about the Pre-Excellence also. So, in Hungary, we are organizing the 27th local Prix d'Excellence. We were the third in the world. We started in 97, and the prize giving ceremony will be 21st of November in Budapest. So everybody is invited, and also the committee is working on the improving the different categories, and the goal is to rise the number of entries. Because the situation is like that everything is organized very well. The judging during each year, there are more than 60 persons from more than 35 countries taking part in the evaluation of the project, and everything is going online and smoothly and really very, very professionally. The only problem is that the entries in the FIABCI World Prix d'Excellence is not so high as I think to have to be. Because the quality of this concurrence, this award is very high, professionally, really very high, and there are a lot of developed countries who are not taking part. So if we see in Europe, nobody is coming from Spain, from Great Britain, from France, from the Germany, only few, and so on and so on. And there are strong countries from South Asia, so Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan, Indonesia, and so on. So my goal is to rise the number of entries because the quality is very high. And I hope next year in Austria, in Wien, in the Congress, it will be more and more new countries and entering into FIABCI World Prix d'Excellence. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Professor Dr. Lim Lan Yuan, the president of FIABCI Singapore, and also our board member of FIABCI International. What is your view about the valuation profession? Maybe you can share with us about this, please.
Hi, everyone. Hi, President Antonio. Now, on valuation, real estate valuation is basically very localized because real estate is immobile. It's fixed to a particular location, and therefore it is affected by the environment, the legislation, and the local nuances. And therefore, if you're talking about cross-border valuation, it is very important that you need to strike out alliances and partnership. And this is where FIABCI does a very good job. Because of the connection, because of the network, we are able to establish partnership between valuers from different countries. So that is the part that I think we can grow valuation. Now, on the impact, I think the valuation profession is very much now affected by artificial intelligence and the use of technology. So now there is a research and study going on and how we could make use of AI, to be more productive when we conduct the valuation. And also, we also having this problem of emerging automated valuation, right, where they can make use of computer to derive. So the future for valuation is really dealing with something that's more specialized, more complex, because the common kind of a property, they could easily use AI or technology to automate and then do a valuation. So this is where earlier President talked about the future of valuation. You really have to now improvise and innovate. If not, then there will be a big problem with the valuation profession. But that's my take.
Thank you very much, Professor. Yeah. So in September 29 to October 2nd, the Pan-Pacific Congress of appraiser, valuers, and consultants will be in Singapore, and our professor is the chairman of the organizing committee. Perhaps you can join us there. Yeah, thank you. Any other question to our world president or any other comments from the floor, please? Anyone else? Maybe no more. Okay. So if there is no other question or something, Professor, our world president Antonio. So thank you very much for your times. And do you have any last words to say to our FIABCI community, please?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, turn off your.
I think FIABCI is a great family and is doing very well. I just give you a wish to let enter in FIABCI, or in any case, sponsor them, companies. They will never be really part of FIABCI as a family, but can be very useful for grow the family. So my suggestion is to look also outside our community to involve companies that are working in the industrial sector, in the IT sector, to be close to FIABCI goals. So open our family to companies. That is my task, and not to diminish the importance of the family that we built in 75 years, but to grow that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So thanks for your time and also for our participants for this session. We will have next session next month and we will inform you earlier. So let's give a big hand to our world president. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.